this video, we'll show you how Accorto Cloud Time and Expense makes the entry of time and expense items quick and easy. There's several ways that you can enter in your time and expense items. The two that we'll concentrate on today are the table entry mode and the timesheet mode. So if we look at table entry, this gives me a familiar grid interface which I can use to enter in receipts for a specific day. I can say that they're for a specific account. In this case, it was for a trip that I took to Acme for a web design project that we're working on. I enter in the receipt amounts. The first one is for $10, and that was for parking. Then we had $50, which was for my lunch with my customer, and I'll just put a reason in there for lunch. And then lastly, it was the miles that I drove to actually get to the client site. Instead of putting in a receipt amount, I enter in a receipt quantity, and the system will calculate the mileage based on that fixed rate reimbursement. I have two options here. I can save all, meaning it will save all of the items I've entered here as new T&E items, or I can save all and create a new report, in which case it will save these T&E items and create a report for me in a single click of a button. But I'm just going to select Save All because I additionally have some time I want to enter in the project timesheet. So I see that it created 3 items here. Here you see that it calculated my mileage reimbursement. And these are all active links, so clicking on any one of these would bring me to the T&E items window for that item. If we go to the project timesheet, this is where I can enter in time spent on specific projects. The first thing I want to do is query the records for the week, so I can see what hours have already been entered in. As we see at the top here, there's existing expense items, so we see that I had logged 1 hour for Monday and 2 hours for Tuesday. And if we go down to the very bottom here, we'll see all of the existing items. And here are those 2 and the additional 3 items that I just entered in. So again, this is for my account at Acme. And I say for the specific project. First was a review, and that was 6 hours that was spent on Friday. And then the actual web design project where I spent 2 hours on Monday, 1 hour on Tuesday, and 5 hours on Wednesday. Similar to my table entry mode, I have multiple save options. I can say Save All, where it saves all of my records as T&E items. I can say Create Time Report, in which case it will save those 2 items that I entered here, the review and the web design, with those hours and create a time-only report. Or I can say Create Time and Expense Report, in which case it will create my 2 new items that I've entered and create a T&E report that contains not only those 2 items, but these additional 5 items here that have not yet been included in any T&E report. And that's the option that I want to select because, well, that's easiest and that's the most comprehensive for me. I'm automatically brought to my T&E report window where I can see the report. I have my T&E items here listed. I could send this to a customer for approval, so maybe I wanted to send it to my Acme customer, in which case I could submit it to him for an approval, and they could then approve it or not approve it. Or I could just submit for standard management approval through the approval workflow. So the time and expense management. Here are some of the features. We have expense report policies, so you can say what's the maximum reimbursement for any specific expense item, when do I need to have a reason, when is a receipt required. We have comprehensive approval and workflow, customer approval, and management approval. You can create payments for expense reports. And we have extensive reporting and dashboards so that you can get up-to-the-minute status on any of the items. Our subscription information is included there, and you can go to our website for additional videos and overviews. Thank you.